SML. We are live for the SML honors. I am Prime Time 000, joined by AJ and the Mad Bomber. How you guys doing?
Good. Excited for tonight.
It's
Absolutely. Very excited.
it's a fun night because we are closing the door on Madden 25 on the eve of Madden 26 and looking forward to Madden 26 with the team selection draft order. So, without further ado, guys, any thoughts before we just get right into the awards?
Now I'm ready to go. We got less than 24 hours till the next Madden comes out, so I'm excited to do this.
Yeah. Same as I look at chat real quick. Not nice, Stavo, Raider fan, Paulie, Tug, Meats, all in chat, and many more, I'm sure. So we'll start off with our awards. Drum roll, please. The Jimmy Neutron Award, the smartest man in the SML, Soda, KP, Doink, and Grim. Who did you guys have for that one?
I would guess I probably had Doink on that one. He was kind of the original Jimmy Neutron, so I feel like that's kind of his award. So I'm pretty sure that's who I went with.
AJ, what'd you think?
I went with KP. He's a little more subtle, but that's who I chose.
Well, let's see. And the winner of the 2025 Smartest Man in the SML is KP. KP is the Jimmy Neutron smartest man in the league. Congrats, everybody. Give a round of applause to KP. What a guy. What a guy. Well earned.
If his big brain and Tiny's big head get together, they might
Oh
get
my
like the
God.
president or something.
Imagine that. That's a wow. Next one. Which OG do you look up to? I called this the Tim Tebow Role Model Award. NYT Mike, DW Tiny. If anybody voted Tiny, they need checked. Paulie, Colt, Fig, or Dan? Who are you voting for as the biggest role model in the SML OG role model?
I'd have to go with NYT. NYT is smart enough to get out of here every April, and I'd have to go with NYT as the one to look up to.
AJ?
I went with Dan just because he always gives me tips when I ask, and I mean, and he knows a lot of them because he says he studies the game and he does. So, the best person to go to.
Yeah, this is good. The winner of the Tim Tebow Award is Dan He. Congrats to Dan He, the Tim Tebow biggest role model in the SML. He's a great man in chat, great man just off the field, on the field, you name it. Dan is the quintessential role model in the SML. I mean, so far, one might consider it chalk. KP and Dan winning the first two awards.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the next award we're going to show is, but it's probably Damon winning. So
yeah, you would think it would be, right? I mean,
we'll see what it is.
The Three Stooges is what I call them. The next award is the Best Commentator Award. The John Madden Award is what I call it. Woods with those streams, Prime, Bomber, Raider, Grim, Paulie, ZBD, Matt, and Straw. Anybody vote? Bomber, who'd you vote for?
I think I went with Raider on that one. He's got a nice voice for the stream. Probably ZBD would be second just because of all the excitement from whether or not he'll actually be there.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, I voted for ZBD myself. AJ, who'd you vote for?
This one was tough between Paulie, Prime, and Raider, but I gave the nod to the new guy, Raider. I thought he really came onto the scene there. He's got such a crisp voice; it comes natural to him. He does a good job.
Yeah, I thought his production quality was good. Personally, I'm a Paulie guy. I met Paulie in Boston. He was a larger than life figure. I voted for Paulie. I also voted for ZBD. So the winner is Raider fan wins the John Madden Best Commentator in the League award. The level of quality is just top tier. Congrats to Raider fan. What a guy Raider fan is, by the way. Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, just don't play Grand Theft Auto with him.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for sure.
You'll think less of him.
Yeah, I never liked him, honestly. So, let's move on now. The best show. This one is controversial. It always is. I hope I didn't leave a show out. This is the Steven Spielberg Award. I don't know if he do shows. I don't know. SML Total Access, The Truth, Fourth and Inches, SML Countdown, and SML Trivia. I don't know if I'm missing a show that was kind of consistent. I know we had other shows that came on the scene late, but I was just trying to go with shows that kind of were consistent throughout the cycle. AJ, what do you think? What show did you vote for?
I tooted our own horn here. I voted for SML Countdown.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I don't blame you. I didn't vote for that one. I voted for SML Trivia, just because for me, I like getting all the different guys on there. Maybe guys that you don't see on something. You know, we haven't seen KP on any shows, and all of a sudden he's on SML Trivia. So I like being able to get the other guys involved.
Yeah, I voted for two. I voted for The Truth and SML Trivia. Those are two both my favorite shows to listen to. The fans voted, and they said SML Total Access wins the Best Show Award. It was won by one vote, I believe, actually, last time I looked anyway. SML Total Access, what an honor. Me, Dan, and Matt holding it down. We appreciate it. The Best Sportsmanship Award in the league. The Andrew Luck Award is what I called it. KP, Matt, AJ, and Raider Fan. Can Raider Fan really win 2 awards? I don't think he's a good sport, is he?
He's
I
worthy
guess he
of this
could.
one.
What do you think, Bomber? Who do you think's gonna win it?
I would go with AJ. You know, he's used to losing big games, and he takes it really well. So I don't even know. Maybe I voted for AJ, but I think that's who it was.
AJ, do you think you deserve it?
I think everybody on this list is good. I voted for Raider.
See what I mean?
Just because I remember beating him in a game where like everything went my way, and after the game I felt horrible, and he was like, "You played great," and I was like, "All right, I see how this is."
Everything about AJ's perfect. Well done. Way to answer that question. And way to win the Andrew Luck Award. AJ wins the Andrew Luck Sportsmanship Award. Congrats to AJ. How does it feel?
I'm honored to win an award named after such a prestigious cult.
Legend.
Icon.
The next award is, which SML member would you not want to have date your daughter? AKA, I call it the Ben Roethlisberger Award. Pauly, Grimm,
Or his son Polly.
Colt 45, ZBD, and Gutta. Who did you vote for?
That's tough. I think Colt would be a good pick because he's going to share your daughter with whoever is around. But I think I'm going to go with Gutta.
Catch a disease. What did you go, AJ? Did you go Gutta too?
I went with Gutta. I shared a division with the guy. He's disgusting. You know, I couldn't do it.
And he's from California.
Yeah, I voted for Gutta as well. He just got that level of dirty to him that not many other people have. It's just dirty. And the winner is Gutta. Gutta wins the SML Ben Roethlisberger Award. Congrats to Gutta. Well done, dude. Well done. That was bad.
I don't know if you congratulate that one.
Is he a defending champ for that award?
It might as well be the Gutta Award.
He's a 26-time Ben Roethlisberger champion. Moving on now. This award is for the guy who just, as Paulie says, takes a licking and keeps on ticking, gets his butt kicked week in and week out. We don't know how he keeps doing it. It's the John Cena Never Give Up Award. Jay Shu, he was a nominee. He didn't tap out. We'll say that. Fig, CC, and Trick. Who do you think won this award?
I go with Fig. I mean, he posts his tweet in the second quarter, so really he's taking 2 beatings a week.
Yeah.
So I gotta go with Fig.
That's the only reason I didn't vote for Fig, because like he doesn't keep ticking. He literally stops ticking and starts,
Yeah, but that's like losing twice in 1 week, because then he's got to play the second half after he tweets.
I voted for CC. He took a beating in the AFC West this year, so I had to go with my guy CC.
I had voted for CC, but I changed my opinion to the winner, which is Fig Newton, the John Cena Award winner. Never give up, Fig Newton. If you meet Fig Newton, it looks like he's been beaten by a 2x4. I mean, his head has been smashed in, and you can see it. I don't know if he was dropped when he was a kid or what it is. Something's not right there, but he definitely does not give up. I like Fig, by the way. All right, so game of the cycle. Best game of the cycle. Stavo versus KP overtime, Prime versus Stavo, 4th and 16, or Dan's AFC Championship comeback against Prime.
I think it's a pretty obvious one. It's the 4th and 16. We've seen it ever since.
Yeah.
So might as well one more time.
AJ?
For best game, I voted for the Stavo KP just because they were just throwing haymakers left and right. It's one of those games where both guys were just, giving their best shot every time.
I actually
Really good
voted that
game.
one too. I voted that one too. I thought that game was a better game than the Super Bowl. Stavo KP, that went to overtime or double overtime? I forget. It was a playoff game.
I don't remember.
It was a good game.
It wasn't very memorable.
We forget. So anyway, the winner of the best game of the cycle goes to the 4th and 16 game, Prime versus Stavo. The greatest play in SML history is what they're calling it. The 4th and 16 game. That's an honor. What a blessing it is to win that award. I did not see this coming. Let's move on now to, hey, Miss Prime comments. Of course it is. I've been spamming that. She's heard 4th and 16. She's aware. The next big thing award, the official next big thing award now. The league's voted for a next big thing. Damon, Grim, ZBD, or Soda. Who won the next big thing award?
I got to go with Damon. He was 2-time number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs. I think all but maybe 1 year. So I think despite his playoff lack of success in the playoffs, I think he's probably the next big thing.
AJ, what do you think?
I agree. I voted for Damon as well. He's young and he's only going to get better, more than likely. So I think he's going to be here in the playoffs every season, just about from here on out.
Yeah. I also voted for Damon, who did win the next big thing award. Congratulations to Damon, obviously winning multiple playoff games, losing a multiple to me. But nonetheless, he did make the playoffs, and he proved that he's more than just offspring of Dan. He can win on his own, or at least win with Dan watching over shoulder, telling him what to do while watching other people's streams. Congrats to Damon.
And we just cursed him. So
yes.
congrats.
You've been cursed. You've been cursed. Rookie of the Year award. This would be for a guy who is just going to be what we think is going to be the next great member in the SML. You see the list of names there. I try to include most of everybody. I'm not going to read them all off, but you see them on the screen there. Graham, Soda, Raiders, EBD, CC, Johnny C, Tugnut, Nice MMX, and Trick. There, I read them all off. Who did you guys have for Rookie of the Year? AJ?
I voted for Raider, even though I don't think he's the Rookie of the Year because I think it's his second season, but I voted for him between the commentating and everything. I think he'd be the next good member.
AJ?
Yep. I also voted for Raider. I think all around, he's just a really good guy. Never going to have any issues or drama. Commentates. Sounds like he's building the video for the team draft or something.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I don't know if I didn't know if he's working with you on that or not.
No, I haven't heard about it.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
All these, a lot of these guys, though, we've had some pretty stellar guys on that list. So I think SML's in good shape right now.
Yeah, I think so too. Smokey says his name got snubbed. Feel like I put him on the vote, but maybe I didn't. But either way, if he's not on that screen, then he didn't win. I'll say that. Here we go. The Rookie of the Year of the cycle is Grim Meeper. Grim wins Rookie of the Year, obviously. He did Excel spreadsheet. He's in chat all the time. He's commentated some games. He's polite to people. He's kind. He's gracious. Grim Meeper won Rookie of the Year. Gutta says, what the? Do you think, is this a shocking pick? Did you guys expect Grim to beat Raider fan?
I mean, we both picked Raider fans, so
Yeah,
I think
that's shocking.
that's at least 2 votes he got. But maybe people held him back because it was his second cycle. So
Yeah.
maybe they held that against him.
A lot of names on that list too. It's
A lot
kind
of
of
good names. Yeah, kind of. It's like a third party running a presidential race. Sometimes they steal votes.
yeah.
You know?
It's the the Ralph Naders are stealing votes. So.
Yeah. Moment of the cycle. Let's move on now. Moment of the cycle. Woods shanks field goal in the Super Bowl. Prime connects on 4th and 16. Grim starts a punter at quarterback in the playoffs. Matt's undefeated playoff run doing what Matt does against some great players. AJ, who'd you vote for?
I voted for the 4th and 16. As obnoxious as you are with it, it is. pretty incredible play to happen in the Super Bowl and ultimately led to your win. Pulled the game right out of Stavo's hands there. So that's the one I went with. Although Grimm's punter at QB does not need to be ignored. That is just bad. Just bad.
It was not ignored because that was my vote. 4th and 16. I guarantee we'll see a 4th and something converted at some point again. I would almost be certain we'll never see someone play a punter at quarterback for an entire quarter, to include 2 turnovers before they realize they need to switch and put a quarterback in. So that was my moment of the cycle.
Mine was the Woods field goal play, honestly. I got to, it was like the first or second Super Bowl we called. And first of all, Woods in a playoff run made the Super Bowl. That's special enough against QP winning. And it's like a long kick and he lines up and I'm like, oh man, his meter's shaking. And then Paulie comes in at 130 decibels. He's shaking. And then he just shanks it to the left. And I literally couldn't compose myself for 2 minutes. I mean, to me, that was, I've never had so much fun calling a game. But the winner of the moment of the cycle is, drumroll please, the 4th and 16 play. Prime slays Stavo. Prime's amazing. The greatest play in SML history. I'm amazing. You guys all know it. And we converted on 4th and 16. Thank you, Stavo, for letting that happen.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. We're down to the last award. And then we're going to move on to our the draft list, which is probably why everybody's in chat. Almost 30 people in chat right now. The member of the year nominee. This was a write-in. AJ, who'd you have?
I voted for Bomber. Just all around content and activity. Couldn't do primer admin without him, so I voted for Bomber. He deserved it.
Bomber, who'd you have?
I'm pretty sure I had AJ actually.
So,
no collusion there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I had AJ. Same exact reasons. I mean, he's on SML Countdown with me. Anytime I got to do it, I want to do a show or something. He's hopping in, and then Primer is, well, everybody knows what Primer is. That's a struggle to get through the whole cycle, and with just one of us, there's no way we could have done it.
I feel like I shouldn't be in between you guys on the screen right now. I know you guys aren't watching, but I'm in the middle, and I'm between this this bromance that's building. Honestly,
how's it feel? You're basically the Dan to Total Access.
Yeah. I voted for the guy who won, which is Mad Bomber, the member of the year, Mad Bomber. Bomber, it goes without saying the amount of stuff you do for the league and Primer, SML, shows, commentary, admin, eval, whatever it takes, you step up. It's a thankless job oftentimes, and people are idiotic, and we appreciate you. And I'm glad the league sees it. I see it. AJ sees it. We can't thank you enough. And I know, there's no we're broke as a league, but if we could, we'd pay you. But we appreciate you.
No, I appreciate it. I was surprised. Being a write-in, I know I can be a bit abrasive sometimes. So I definitely appreciate that. Was surprised.
Game times as well. So yeah, Hurts Money put that down. That's obviously a big one too. So again, we appreciate that. Again, that's a big award. And AJ, you won it before, right?
I think I won it last year.
Yeah.
And Matt the year before, I think.
Matt the year before. So yeah, the Matt 54987 Member of the Year award is what we're going to call that one from now on. So I guess now, do we switch on to the draft order?
I like it. I think this is kind of what everybody's really excited about.
Yeah. It was a fun time talking about all that, but what we're going to do now is we're going to transition to the screen. So bear with me as I try not to screw this up, everybody. All right, we're going to just go ahead and we're going to switch to draft here, and we're going to do this. What a moment that was, by the way. All right, everybody should now see on their screen an Excel document with a black bar. I was going to make a graphic, but I got too lazy. So we're just doing this black bar in Microsoft Excel.
I could have given you the one that I made for the mock drafts. But that's fine.
I should have. But it lets me uncover them one by one. Pick 32 is And you guys feel free to comment as we go. Not nice 4824. Congrats. Oh, it says the name at top. Whoops. All right, so we're not going to show that anymore. All right, so congrats to Not Nice for winning that award as the worst player in the team selection draft. Moving on. I'm just going to unveil like 2 at a time, I think, or 3 at a time. Up next, the next round is, drum roll please, MMX, Smokey, Johnny C, NYT, and Tiny Titan. What do you guys think about that little chunk of guys right there? Any thoughts there?
I think it's a good group. I think Johnny C and Smokey will probably end up higher next year. Both of those guys, I mean, other than having come in so late in the cycle, they've been really kind of firing away with this podcast that they're doing, and so I'd expect to see them a little higher next year. NYT and Tiny coming back, you know, they did come back, but some of these new guys might not realize how much they actually did in the beginning of the cycle. So I think that's a good spot for them. Yeah. And so far the list looks about how I expected.
Let's go ahead and look at the next chunk here. We'll go ahead and make it white, the best color in the world. All right, so Stephen MC, CC, Trick, and Tug. What are you guys saying, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, I think nothing there really surprising to me. DBD, yeah, I would say he probably has done the most commentary and everything, so that doesn't surprise me. He's kind of atop some of the newer guys there. It's a good list.
Moving on now. Now we're going to crack the top 20 here with this. Whoops. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get to pick 18, Peyton Manning's number. ZBD, Pats fan, Soda, DW, Colt, 45, and Grim Meeper getting to pick 18. He wants the Eagles. I know that. I don't know if they're gonna fall that far. But Bomber, any thoughts on that list there?
Yeah, kind of. You just said that he wants the Eagles, and you know who you haven't unveiled yet. Straw Blacks. So there's no way Straw is going to be ahead of him, which means there's no way the Eagles fall to him.
I didn't think about that.
Kind of one of the things to point out, you have Colt there at what is that, 17, 18? I'm
19.
Trying to look up 19, and then Grim at 18. So just because a guy's been here since the beginning doesn't mean he can't get jumped by somebody else that joined during the cycle.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, obviously Colt was here for multiple years, and like you said, Grim joined what, season 2 or something, probably season 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think it was maybe the end of season 1. It was whenever Torque he had his baby thing, so he left maybe season 1.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. We're gonna get down to pick 15. Straw Blacks. Oh, geez, a pick over Grim. Hurts Money.
Behind him, yeah.
And Gutta, pick 15. Gutta, pick 15. What do you guys think? Gutta picking just over Hurts Money. Straw picking 17. What's your thoughts on that?
I think those three could have been tossed up either way. All three of them really had some ratio issues, so can't really argue with them being down there. But I think a good group there, and that's gonna influence a lot with where those three go, because all three actually have been really successful last cycle.
Yeah.
Where's Paulie, man? He feels like he's like way too high this year. What's going on?
Paulie is way too high. I noticed that when we did the eval list myself.
He might have been 33.
Paulie, shocking. Paulie's gonna find out he's not on the list. Here we go. Fig Newton at pick 14, Stavo pick 13, and Jay Smoove pick 12. Doink. For those that don't know who Jay Smoove is, that's Doink. At the SML meetup, Fig shared with me in confidence. He said, Prime, I don't want to skew the teen draft, but he felt like he should be higher than Stavo. Turns out he's a pick after him.
I don't think there's anything too wrong with that. Maybe, I mean, they've both been here since the beginning of the cycle.
Both are pretty equal as far as they're both active, but neither one of them really does a whole lot like content wise. So.
Yeah, Stavo did do a playoff game the last season, because I think I gave him, because I kept picking at him for not doing anything. So he jumped on one of those. So maybe that's what threw him ahead of Fig.
Now we'll get to pick 10 and 11 here. Raider fan at 11 as a rookie, and Paulie at 10. Wow, Paul, this is the highest Paulie's ever picked in the team draft, by the way. He probably doesn't like it.
Oh, I'm sure he hates it.
Yeah.
He said in chat he'd rather be 15.
Somebody's filling out his division. He's not going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, at 10 it's going to be tough. We go over it in the mock draft. That'll be coming up after this, but 10's tough to fill out a division, especially when that's the only thing you care about is who's in your division.
Now we're gonna go one by one here. Pick 9. Any guess on who this will be? I have no clue.
I mean, I don't have to guess. I can see the list, but
Mike, Big Mike. That's well earned for Mike. You know, good guy, honest.
Yeah.
He had a good cycle, a little resurgence for Mike. I
Yeah.
like to see it.
He had a good cycle.
I almost think Mike is another guy that might want to be a little bit lower.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'd rather be like same range as Paulie, pick 12 through 15 kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go on to pick 7 and 8.
All right.
I got the meats at 7, KP 6 at 8. Good group of men right there. Active in different ways. Obviously, meets with some video or show content every so often. KP helps with gameplay supervisors as well as other things. Good group of guys.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting because I think both of them have talked about the Jaguars. I don't think Meats has been quite as committed to them as KP's pretty much said that's who he wants.
But who did you say he wanted? The Jaguars? Is that what he said?
The Jaguars, yeah.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
So Meats has generally had guys stolen in front of him. I remember most notably Woods taking the Eagles. So we'll see if maybe this time he snags the Jags in front of KP.
That would be interesting. KP probably, if I take he's thinking he might get revenge because he didn't beat me once last cycle. Let's go to pick 5 and 6 here. Top 5. Matt at number 5, Dan at number 6. Now you're getting into the big dogs.
Yeah, I think this is about how we expected everything to go. I don't think there's any shocks here at the top.
Yeah. Matt, always great at the top. All right. Pick 4. Woods. Big Woods. Great guy. We know it. Does a lot for me, counseling, therapy. And we're just going to unveil the top 3 now because it's all 3 of us. Prime at 1, Bomber at 2, and AJ at 3. Just that top 5 to 6 guys especially do so much for the league and private for me, therapy-wise, primer stuff, content, shows, you name it, commentary. We really appreciate everything they do. I appreciate everything you guys do. And that's the list, guys. I mean, any kind of feedback on that?
No, I think it's good. I think I don't think anybody can really have too much argument over where they're picking. Nothing stands out as being so just egregious that they have a complaint, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you put in the work, you'll be a high pick. I mean, yeah. If you want to be top 10, you know exactly how to do it.
Guys, we are nearing 30 minutes on this show somehow. It blows by. 30 minutes gone by. We're at 9:45. You know me, I have ADD, OCD, autism, so I don't want to run this much longer. This is another year of the SML honors. Again, I appreciate everything you guys have done for the league. Bomber, Age, I appreciate what you guys do for Primer. The team draft order is out now. That said, doesn't mean everybody's spot secure. Things can change. Everybody, have a wonderful night.